So bring your best. Anything less, and you got it. Let's get real here.
It's like you stop the class from moving forward. No reader. And if I take an L, then y'all taking the L.
Initiation. My time coming every second away.
Know the goal and I'm sticking to it. Got a few soldiers up the road, we gon' get them through it all for one. Or it's nothing, ain't no pick and choosing. I ain't frontin' with this pole, I'ma lift and shoot. We was dropping bombs back then without flex. Selling squares with ear holes like checks. It's never about the money, my still respect. To rap now, you don't need balls, just wear a dress.
And I told y'all that we gonna bring back the motherfucking excitement. When I told y'all we gonna bring back the entertainment value of this culture, I did not lie. You know what I'm saying? I did not lie. What I did was I got with Roc, you know what I mean, my #1 gunner, my lieutenant, the trophy of the whole motherfucking battle rap culture, the logo. And, you know what I'm saying, we suited up and hit the pavement. And, you know what I'm saying, collectively, like, you know what I mean, we sat down and scanned, and screened rather, not scanned, we screened a bunch of talent for 2026, the class of 2026. And we took our time and we really like handpicked the class of 2026. And when I tell you like we got the hottest in the game, I feel we got the hottest thing. I feel like we got the hottest rappers in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? We did a Crucible, we did a smack track, and now, you know what I'm saying, we had the opportunity to grab the best out of all of those programs and basically put together a card called Initiation 3. You know what I'm saying? Initiation 3 was a motherfucking movie, you heard? You checked. Y'all already know how I do it. I don't play when it comes to this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really taking this shit serious because I thought that, like, and not even thought, I seen that the culture was actually in a state of emergency when it came down to like the entertainment value and the excitement of the culture just wasn't there. I mean, there's some things going on, you know what I mean? Cass about to get back in the ring and shit, you know what I mean? Shout out to him, you know, even though that shit ain't on my watch, but like, you know what I'm saying? I got love for Cassidy and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my brothers from, you know what I'm saying, day one. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to this entertainment shit, you know what I mean? Way before the battle rap URL shit, we was outside shooting movies and videos and all that shit. So I got love for Cass, and he's a real dude. Like, you know what I mean? Outside of this battle rap culture, outside of this entertainment culture, I could co-sign for Cassidy. And you know what I'm saying? I seen him fight for his life on a couple of different occasions and stand tall throughout all of them. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting for his life, had a little car accident situation, fighting for his life, you know what I'm saying? Fighting a murder charge, or like, you know what I mean? There's about, you know, nobody want to get hit and go down for, you know what I'm saying, any type of case in PA. I think that's a Commonwealth state, you know what I'm saying? They was about to give Cass was looking at like damn near, like, you know what I mean, more than 20 years plus. And you know what I mean, he had to fight for his life and beat that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So he definitely went through it, you know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying, you know, my brother, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to the excitement, I'm not even on high. I told y'all, like, you know what I mean? I'm focusing on the foundation of the culture, like, you know what I'm saying? I did the high profile battles for years, you know what I'm saying? Just came back from London. Shout out to Loaded Luck, shout out to Twerk. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Movie. Dope battle. You understand what I'm saying? I got a couple of other highlight battles or high profile battles that I did this year, you know what I'm saying? You know, my memory just be gone. I do so many battles and shit. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I'm focusing on the foundation, though, chat. I'm focusing on the foundation of the culture, making sure that, like, you know what I mean, tomorrow next year we can have a talent pool a talent pool of artists that we could actually appreciate and see more classics coming to fruition with a newer generation and a newer energy of talent from newer artists. And I feel like it's important for me to do that, just to nurture the culture and just make sure that the culture grow. You understand what I'm saying, chat? Like, the culture gotta grow. We can't keep, circulating the same MCs every event. That should get, redundant. It gets boring. I'm focused on building and giving new opportunity to newer MCs that got the necessary skill set to put on for the culture that, like, I feel is certified. That I feel that, they can actually bang with the best of the people that, like, is outside right now that y'all are calling y'all favorites. Everybody that was on Initiation 3 card could bang with the best of them. And I jumped out the whip in front of the car and I'm co-signing that shit. Shout out to Zeke. Shout out to Justice. Shout out to Appa. Shout out to Ghost. Shout out to Young L. Shout out to P Black. You understand what I'm saying? Whoa. Shout out to Luke. You feel me? Just to name a few. Shout out to Luke. Shout out to La Monster. You feel me? Shout out to Rock. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm bringing a class of new MCs that I feel is certified, that I feel that is ready to bang with the best of them. You feel me? And me and Rock made sure that, like, you know what I'm saying? We doing the artist development for the culture right now. I don't know if y'all realize what me and Rock is doing. I don't know where Rock is at, by the way, chat. I ain't even called Rock. I just snuck on this. I ain't even called Rock. It's my chat, you know what I'm saying? If he's on, tell him come pull up. Come holler at Unc real quick, so you know what I'm saying? Because I know his perspective. He probably already even spoke to y'all about it, because I seen a couple of times notification Rock was on live and shit on Twitch. I didn't tap in because, you know what I'm saying, I was running around. But, like, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure y'all got the word that, like, yo, man, Initiation 3 is probably one of the better events of this year so far, hands down, man. And I'm not gonna even keep saying that. You know what I mean? When we did the Smack track, that's what they were saying for the Smack track too as well. And that was just half of the dudes that was on this card was on the Smack track. Now imagine the other half that was on the, you know what I mean, Crucible that I handpicked. You know what I mean? That's Zeke, that's Appa, that's P Black, that's Ghost. You know what I'm saying? And put them in the mix with the other four that, you know what I mean? Or the other 4 or 5 that was on the Smack track and put them together. I'm telling you, Initiation 3 definitely one of the better events of this year. Probably in the top 5 events. You know what I mean? And we just coming off of London, and we coming off the Smack track. And we doing this shit with, like, new energy, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm the one that's frontlining the movement now. Like, before I was just letting other people do the scouting, you know what I mean? Because I was busy just trying to really level up the culture, bringing, you know, major sponsorship to the culture. You know what I mean? Exclusive vodka, Al Capone cigarillos, you know, Uber Eats, you know what I mean? You know, it's all documented. You can look back. I was doing other shit, bringing A-class celebrities to the movement. Shout out to Champagne Poppy. You know what I mean? Shout out to CB, Chris Brown. Shout out to Jonathan Majors, Idris Elba. You know, this is what I'm doing. I'm outside really, like, bringing a star quality to the culture, so it could be like a household culture or a household art form that is appreciated by the masses of people. You know, but now that I'm back with my boots tied, because, you know what I mean, I've been out of this particular process of screening the talent for so long, shit got fucked up. Niggas fucked the whole, niggas, they fucked up the whole movement. Like there's some new cast that came out, but nobody could do it the way I do it. You understand what I'm saying? That's basically what it comes down to. You understand what I'm saying? When I take my time out, and you know, I stand in front of everything moving when it comes to this culture. Like, I mean, let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100, chat. If I'm not standing in front of your battle, you ain't even really certified as a battle rapper unless, you know what I'm saying, you got one with me hosting it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say, respectfully, if it don't happen on the URL, it don't count. Chat. Real shit. Real shit, chat. I'm not trying to sit up here and act like, you know what I mean, I'm all that, or I'm not trying to blow my own horn, pause. You know what I mean? But I'm just calling a spade, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I single-handedly, you know what I mean, birthed this shit. Like, I'm the one that really put this art form on the map by giving it real estate back 2004 on the Smack DVDs, making sure that, like, yo, no matter what we doing with all these A-class celebrities and artists and all that, like, we got to make sure that this battle rap art form gets its proper recognition and its proper respect and its proper real estate on anything that I do. You understand what I'm saying? And I took that shit from here and got that shit out up here, bro. Shout out doing shit with Caffeine, you know. Just making everything available for free for the culture in the middle of a pandemic. You know, I put a lot of work into this shit, man. So it kind of hurt my heart, hurt my soul when I seen like shit getting boring. Motherfuckers not even tapped in no more like how they used to be. I gotta rejuvenate, recitate, you know what I mean, the fucking culture, like bring that shit back to get everybody to pay back attention to like what this shit is really about. You understand what I'm saying, chat? So it's just like, yo, man, I got a lot of work to do. We just getting started, but like, you know what I'm saying? We got the class of 2026, you know what I'm saying? We still in November. We still in November, chat. You know what I'm saying? We still in November, chat. You know what I mean? We still in November, so we working. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Yeah, we working. You know what I'm saying? So we on schedule at the end of the day, and you know, it's gonna be a good 2026 because, you know what I'm saying, we got a lot of new talent to match up with the older established talent that, you know what I'm saying, you know I ride for the newer energy in the culture always, because like I want to make sure that I stay on top of my job with picking the right MCs that deserve the spots on the world's most respected. You understand what I'm saying? That's my job. That's how I do my quality control. You know, my quality control of the world's most respected. We gotta have that respect. So I gotta make sure that, like, you know what I'm saying, every MC that stands on my stage to perform in front of you guys, the Twitch gang, the app gang, you know what I'm saying, and just the overall culture, period, gotta be certified and gotta be qualified to basically stand up on the stage in front of me, or then we ain't gonna be the most respected if we don't find the hottest, newest, latest talent. So I'm doing my job and making sure that, you know what I'm saying, my quality control is on point. You understand what I'm saying, chat? For real, I gotta make sure that everything is, all my T's is crossed and my I's is dotted. You feel me? Real shit. So, That's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing. And I've been taking this shit real serious. I'm not playing. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of loyal dudes too. Not none of these funny style, opportunist ass niggas. You know what I mean? Them days is over with. You know what I'm saying? You know, no more of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is a movement. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I'm fucking with nothing but the hunger. You know what I'm saying? The MCs that got the hunger, that's bringing that motherfucking pain every time they step on a motherfucking stage or in the ring. You know what I mean? They bringing that pain. You feel me? That's your chat. That's what it's about. So, you know what I mean? I'm doing my due diligence. I'm playing my part, and I'm making sure that we got, you know what I'm saying, you know, the right, you know what I mean, talent pool in place, in pocket, to put on for the culture for 2026, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's going down. That's how it's going down, chat. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I hope y'all with me. Chat. I hope y'all with me, chat. I hope y'all with me. We do got some events coming up, though. Let's talk about that real quick while I'm here. Why y'all got me here? Matter of fact, I got something in the queue right now. Let me see what's going on with this shit real quick. Hold on, chitty that. Yeah, there we go, chat. What's this, chat? What's this, chat?
Even in the West, they bleed. My college dreams were over once I landed a 45 on the SAT.
Yo. Yeah, chat.
I like making my,
you know what I mean? At the end of the day, chat, like, you know what I mean? That's gonna be a goodie. I think that's going down this weekend too. That's the Nexus card, something light. You know what I mean? You know I like to work. You know I like to stay busy, so I put a little quick shit together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's going down. But this weekend, it's not being streamed or nothing. You know what I mean? I think that's straight for the App Gang. Shout out to App Gang. You know, yeah, that's just for the App Gang right there. You know, we always gotta, like, you know what I'm saying, have something for the App Gang. You know what I'm saying? The original gang of this shit. The original gang of the culture. You know, like when I tell you, like, we really developing them. Like, I got my team really, like, you know what I mean? You know, doing, like, you know what I mean? We got Discords. We tapped all the way in. Like, you know what I'm saying? We you know, look, the movement is so crazy and so real right now, chat, that, like, you know what I mean? You're gonna see the difference with this class right here. You're gonna see the difference when, you know, you know, they single-handedly, like, you know what I mean, are groomed by, you know what I mean, my brother Tay Roc and myself. You understand what I'm saying? So it's lit. It's on. I can't wait. I know it's gonna be.